Much more, but he's on mine. The blonde bomber, Terry Bradshaw.
Did you compare him to Kevin White, Alex?
I wouldn't put that label on him because I do think he's better than Kevin. So, I mean, Ohio State receiver, you could essentially end the evaluation and the analysis there because that coaching and what they do with wide receivers at Ohio State is awesome.
I don't give a damn how young he is. We are not leaving out Patrick Mahomes. You're the young goat. The young goat. Hey, yo, what's good, YouTube? As you see, we got my man Sean and TD in the building. What's good, fellas?
What's going on?
Yeah, not much. How's everybody doing? Ready for tonight's game?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. What do you think about all this Tom Brady talk going on right now?
What's going on? Because I don't hear it.
So the Vegas game, he was seen up in the booth because his game that he called was earlier. So Vegas played Monday night. So he was able to be at that game. And as an owner, he was in the booth. And people are like, well, he just called the Washington game and got some inside information. And now there's a possibility that he's doing part of the game plans because even who's their OC, Chip Kelly, says he talks to Brady 3 times throughout the week to make up game plans. So they're saying now that what allowing him this access, because at some point, eventually the Raiders are going to play these teams, whether it be this year or next year, whatever. And Brady's collecting all this intel on how the teams are acting. So they're saying they should limit that access to that part of the access booth for broadcasters.
So what intel is he getting that the public can't get?
We want to push the ball downfield.
Yeah. Watch out for this guy. We're really put a game plan around him this week, like things like that.
We trying to hit this team in the mouth. They soft. Yeah, like that type of intel.
Like Tom Brady's got 22 years in as a quarterback.
And he he already knows how to digest the game. He could be a coach, so I get it. I think it's petty, but guess what? This is competition, so it's got to be petty. So I agree with him. Tom Brady is going to have to. In the offseason, he can do this, but in season, you have to be straight a broadcaster. You cannot go up there to the booth and do anything like that. That's what the NFL is going to have to do now that you have players owning teams. Past players owning teams.
Yeah, and if you're going to be like helping with the game plans and that, then you shouldn't be calling games. You should be owner part and maybe more of an owner than 5%, right? Because I'm sure Davis could use the help with paying some of these salaries. He's one of the poorest owners out there. But what do you guys think about tonight's game that's going to happen between Buffalo and Miami before we get into things?
Watch out for Miami. This is like a Super Bowl for them.
Yeah. Well, the Miami fans, did you see what I posted in the chat?
Yeah, I saw it. You said I didn't even think they cared much to put the bags over their face.
Well, they got a GoFundMe going too because they want to fly a banner over tonight's game saying "Fire McDaniels" and the GM.
The GM maybe, but we know. I love what you said about that GM. That is straight facts all the way.
Oh yeah, like it's crazy, and they're starting to think that he might be like the number one witness for Flores in that case, and that's the only reason why they're keeping him on because they want to keep him in like under the wing, right? No, we'll just keep paying you. Don't worry.
Yeah,
stay with us, and then once that's done, you watch he'll be fired like a week or two later.
And he probably don't care. He didn't made what $40-50 million.
Yeah, at that point he'll be like, whatever, I'm moving on.
Right.
Well, let's get into our Technobowl guys. So we'll start out here with Alex since he's not here with us tonight, but he gave us his guys. So here's who Alex has. He's got at quarterback Josh Allen, got Bijan Robinson at running back, and his receiver is CeeDee Lamb. So he went big. What do you think, Terrence? You got a better lineup than that?
Nope.
Why don't you tell us who you got, Terrence?
With the luck of an Irish, hopefully my lineup, does score more than that because since I'm we know who on top of the leaderboard. But I got James Cook.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, you forgot the leaderboard.
Yeah, let's get
I'm
to
over
that
my
before
book.
we get to Terrence's picks. Where is it? Here we go. So, got to get to the slide one. In fourth place from last week, we got Terry. He's got Mac Jones from San Francisco. Got him 25.5 points. Henderson got him 6. Jerry Judy got him 9.1 for a total of 40.6 last week, for a grand total of 72.65 and fourth place. Alex is in third. Last week, he had Drake May, Brees Hall, and Brian Thomas Jr. May put up 28.6, respectable week. Hall disappointed with 5.8. Brian Thomas Jr. disappointed with 8.9, and that's a grand total of 43.3 for a grand total of 76.0. But how did you think of your team last week, Terry, before we go on from that?
I loved it. Even though it's not no top names, I thought Travion Henderson would boom. He had every opportunity in the world, but they are playing it slow. I understand it. Jerry Judy, I put him out there for garbage time, just to have garbage time, trying to catch up back up with the Baltimore Ravens, and it didn't work out that way. But Mac Jones, I'm proud of what he did. I knew that he was going to play well with Shanahan. They wanted him outside of Trey Lance. So yeah, I still love my picks. Hindsight, it didn't go well, but I still like the guys that I picked.
Yeah, better at least all your guys finished the game this week. So
I know, right?
That's a step forward for you. You kept close with Alex, so you're only about, 3 points behind Alex, 3.5 points?
Yes.
So, and that brings to my team in second place overall. I went with Dax Prescott and CeeDee Lamb. Both of them had respectable games with 26.75 by Dax. Lamb's 20.2. At least like I was saying to you before we came on the air, at least I didn't get one of those dud Cowboy games, because I would have really sucked. I'm okay with this. Kept me in the thing. I needed, 24 points from Bijan to pass Terrence. I got 19.8. So I stayed within it for a grand total of 124.6. Brings us to the leaderboard with Terrence. He went with Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. Burrow unfortunately got hurt early on, so we got 7.8 for him, but Jamar Chase made up for that for 36.5 points with Brown, and then Christian McCaffrey as his running back for 22.7 for 67 last week, for a grand total of 131.9 in first place. What you think of your team, Terrence?
Man, if Burrow wouldn't have got hurt, that score would have been crazy right now.
Oh, yeah. You'd have a big lead.
It is what it is.
Yeah. So here's the overall leaderboard and what it looks like. Got Terrence in the lead by about 7 points. And Alex and Terry are about 50 points behind us, and Terry about 4 points behind Alex.
Yep. So, I got any stud that I want to pick for game script going forward.
Yep. But let's get back to your picks, Terrence.
Yeah, James Cook, Lamar Jackson, CeeDee Lamb. Yeah. I'm still hammering him. I'm gonna be hammering them heads. Let's just get it.
Yeah, it's gonna be a strong team. Do you want to go, Terry, or you want me to go?
I'll go ahead. I'm taking Aaron Rodgers for the matchup going against New England, even though Christian Gonzalez is back. And I'm taking DK, his partner, who he's very frustrated, and they don't want to get him on the other side where he's complaining to Aaron Rodgers. So he's going to get those easy targets, some touchdowns. So I'm expecting him to have 2 touchdowns. I'm expecting Aaron Rodgers to have at least 2 touchdowns. And my other guy is going to be the same guy that Terrence stole from me, is going to be James Cook. So I'm trying to go different than Terrence to catch up, and he ended up getting James Cook again. But I'm going to stick with it because I think James Cook has a very, very nice matchup today.
All right. So I'll switch mine out way up. I'm going with Mac Jones at quarterback. It's my official lock-in. Alvin Kamara at running back.
I like that.
I'm going to save my Lamar DK stack for when I can really catch up on Terrence.
Right.
And I'm going Jamar Chase at wide receiver for my heavy guy of the week. And that's what we got going on. Good luck, fellas. I'm going to pass you this week, Terrence.
Not with that. That ain't gonna happen.
Oh yeah.
But I thought about going Mac Jones. I probably should do it, but whatever. I don't even know who's San Fran playing this week.
Arizona.
Yeah, I should do it, but
Divisional game.
Yeah, Arizona plays them tough, so we'll see what Mac Jones is made of. It won't be as easy as last week because that Arizona defense is underrated. All right, so that brings us to our fantasy starts of the week. Terrence started off. You went before me last time, so I guess I'll go first with my first guy. I'm going to go with the quarterback and Michael Penix Jr. I think he's going to have a great week this week playing Carolina. I know there's Joe Horn there, and he'll have Drake London settled down, but Penix can spread the ball around, so it's probably a Kyle Pitts game too if you wanted to think about doing that stack. So that's my first guy.
We're going one each.
Yep.
All right. So my guy, I'm gonna see if Caleb gonna come in clutch. Caleb Williams, that game is supposed to be a high point total game, so he gonna have to sling it. And no matter what you think about him as a real life quarterback, he can get points.
Yep, sure can.
Yep. I'm going to go with Dak Prescott going against this Denver defense who gave up a lot of points to Jared Goff. One thing about Dak with a Javonte Williams, even though Javonte Williams is playing good for fantasy purposes, we know that Dak's going to be passing the ball at least 35 to 40 times. So I think I'm going to shoot that in for every week. So I'm going with Dak Prescott against this Chicago's defense who gave up a lot of points to Jared Goff. So, Dak Prescott's my quarterback start of the week.
Nice. All right, I guess that's back to me. I'm going to go with the running back here. They're playing Kansas City. I'm going with the Giants guy. I think they're going to be able to settle down Tyrone Tracy pretty well because they got fast outside linebackers and they'll be able to contain them. And if Tracy tries to go up the middle, their middle linebackers can shoot down in fast. I don't think he can handle that pounding. So I'm going with Cam Scatterby breakout game here.
Okay.
Yeah, they're going to need that toughness against that KC defense.
And I got an easy one. One of the guys I just picked out my Technical 3, James Cook. I'm looking for James Cook to, continue to do well. He is the RB1 currently. So I'm looking for him to continue to do well against the Miami Dolphins defense.
Yep, love that. He's looking amazing too. Like that one touchdown that he had when he was in last week, when he was in the middle and just kind of stepped his way out of it. Oh, he's looking in prime shape.
Hey, I talked myself out of him. I'm mad that I don't have him in that many leagues. Really, I don't have him in any redraft leagues because I talked myself out of him. Well, I listened to the talking heads and I end up talking myself out of him. He's scoring, most of his productions off of touchdowns. Yeah, if you want a good offense, that's probably gonna continue to happen. Shit. Now, if he don't have a Josh Allen, it will go away. Like if something happened to Josh Allen, I can see that going away. But yeah,
that was my common denominator was Josh Allen. When you got Josh Allen on your team, that force multiplier, everybody else is going to eat. I don't like Dalton Kincaid at all, but when you got Josh Allen, Dalton Kincaid is going to be a nice little streaming tight end that you can play that's going to have touchdown upside. Everybody on that team got touchdown upside just because of Josh Allen.
Yeah, yep. Who would have thought Keenan Allen would have put up 28 points because he went right back down to earth the next week.
Right.
Who's that, Coleman?
Yeah.
Well, he got lucky with that touchdown too, right? It was a deflection that he caught in the back end.
Oh yeah, he was rocking that day. 28 points.
Yeah,
that's my league. In some other leagues, I'm sure it was more.
Oh yeah, in Terrence's league or Terry's league, I think it was like 36.
Yep.
All right, you got your second guy, Terry?
Yes, I do. I'm going. I had it was Chuba, but I'm changing it up. I'm going with Quinshawn Judkins. You got to start him. I've been watching them play. Dylan Sampson is a good player. Jerome Ford is over for him. But none of these guys are 220 pounds and is going to get the goal line carries like Quinshawn. So I expect Cleveland to score at least 14 points, and I expect at least Quinshawn to have at least one touchdown. So I'm going with Quinshawn Judkins that I think you should start him, guys. I know you might be saying, what should I do? Start him. Put him in their flex. Put him in the RB2.
Jeez, I started him last week when they said we're going to give him 10 carries and then reevaluate after that. I took the risk.
You don't feel no type of way about him going against the Packers defense that everybody praising?
No, because unless you think the Packers are going to shut him out.
It's possible.
No. No.
That Packers defense is pretty good, man.
Yeah, that Packers defense is good. That Packers defense is good. But fantasy football is played in garbage time, and that's a huge point of fantasy football. So I like the garbage time. Quinshawn is not coming out the game in garbage time. He need the reps. So that's why I like Quinshawn to be a star.
Oh, I like Quinshawn a lot. He was one of my favorite running backs, and this was a very good running back class. There are a lot of guys but he was like my dude.
I'm gonna have to chastise you right now, Maximus.
What?
You know what I'm saying? If you don't like Tyreek, you should not like Quinshawn.
Why? What did he do?
What did Quinshawn do?
Well, that's a weird situation, man. She jumped into the car, who knows, right? He wasn't charged or anything.
Right. But
Tyreek was.
Do you think? Right, but do you think he gets charged in this era? Because it's a little bit different type of era where they don't go and rush to charge these guys anymore like they did.
I'll give you this. I will go back and look at it with today's frame of mind, and I will get back to you because I've been so closed. I've been so close, so I can't.
Right.
I don't even remember. I just know I hate Tyreek. So I'll go back and look at it.
Right.
And before we get to our last guys here, get in the comments. Let us know if you got start-sits questions. We'll get into those shortly.
Yes.
If you hate Tyreek, you must really hate Hunt because we've seen that.
Man,
nope.
I had Ray Rice when he did his thing, and I dropped him, outright just dropped him in my dynasty league as soon as I saw that tape. I don't care. Deshaun Watson, when I read all those reports, the moment I read the reports that were filed on that, I'm like, nope, I'm done with you. Dropped him. I don't even look for a trade partner. Nothing. Just outright.
And it's funny because for those two, you didn't lose much with those two.
No,
you didn't. It was a good draw.
Now, if it was Tyreek Hill, you would have lost.
Yeah, and I would have done it with Tyreek Hill, but my buddy, what was it? It was before Tyreek blew up. He was like, just take Tyreek in my first. I'm like, I don't want Tyreek. I don't even know who he is. And I looked into him and he's just beating people up. Like, I don't want him. Give me Chris Cooley. And then a year later, Tyreek Hill's worth a first. I probably could have got another first for him, but I probably would have dropped him. So who knows?
I want to make sure if I want to remain friends with Maximus, I got to make sure I stay out of the parlors, the massage parlors.
Oh, I don't care if you go.
I know. I'm just joking. I'm just joking with you.
You go.
Wait a minute. You don't like. You also don't like. What's the owner for the Patriots? You don't like him either, do you?
Well, he's lying about it. Just be honest. You're a rich son of a bitch. You want to bang some young girls. Who gives a crap? It's like, Yermy Yager in hockey.
Right.
For the Penguins.
Yes, I know.
Yermy Yager. He was he banged this 18-year-old girl in Quebec, and she took pictures of him. She's like, I'm going to bribe you unless you give me this much money. He's like, I don't care. Post it. People were posting it. Reporters after that game that night were asking him questions. He's like, I'm Yermy Yager. I bang young girls. I'm not going to stop. That's what I do. And then it just died because nobody cared because he
he owned it. He owned it. I agree. Yep.
That's my point of view on that. I don't care. And if you're going to go, don't go beat somebody up either in it. The stuff Deshaun Watson was doing, that was a regular massage parlor or what they thought was a regular massage parlor, but he thought it was something else because of where he found them. It's a weird situation, but at the same time, don't just go spunk it on somebody when they don't know it's coming.
Right. There you go. He's I don't know. I ain't gonna speak too much. It kind of seems like he must have been corny as a young guy. Because only corny guys keep going back to the parlor to keep doing that.
Not like he had the best upbringing either, right? That's why I like James Winston, because he had a hard upbringing too, but he's still so positive on life.
Right.
And I thought Watson was that way from everything you can tell from him coming up through Clemson, but people have closets with ghosts in them.
Right.
So my last guy I'm going with is for the Seahawks. I'm going Jackson Smith in big bet against those Saints. He's becoming a security blanket for Darnold. So I like him a lot to have a lot of targets, a lot of yards, and probably a touchdown.
Since I picked Caleb, I'm going to go with his counterpart Dunze, because Dunze been stepping up, and hey, I ain't mad at him, So if I'm looking for Caleb to have a big game, because that's supposed to have a big high total, looking for Dunze to be the recipient of that.
I like it. I like Odunze a lot. I bought a lot of them this offseason.
Right.
I drafted
Right.
pretty a lot of them. People have been trying to get them from me for the loans. I'm like, you wasting your time, because God knows how much you would have to pay to get me to come off him, because he earned like 2 badges that no other people earned together, and I was like, nah, I'm on him. Period.
But you're patient.
I don't know when he was gonna break out. I figured it might be maybe next year when Moore leave or something. But I wasn't.
You want to know what trade I did to get him this offseason? Anthony Richardson for Odunze.
Well, you didn't do much then. You didn't have to do much to get him done.
This was before even Daniel Jones was like. This was back in June, man, when everyone still thought it was Richardson.
You still didn't know I did because Richardson people was giving bad. Richardson gave a bad taste in people's mouth after last season, So like I said, you still didn't have to give it.
Yeah, he won. Yeah, he killed it. Maximus killed it.
Yeah. All right, who's your last guy, Terry?
My number 1 wide receiver in last year's class. How you? I know you're gonna get on me about that, Terrence, but Troy Franklin was my number 1 wide receiver in that class. I know, man. It looked crazy. Now listen, that just because I have you the number 1 doesn't mean that you are Jamar Chase, right? You understand? So just like Puka Nacua, if you put Puka Nacua NFL combine numbers against Jamar Chase or any guy like that or Tyreek Hill, he's gonna look like a subpar guy. But when he gets on the field, he's an elite guy. Same Jerry Rice is a couple guys like that. And that's what I believe with Troy Franklin. When I watched him, man, I liked him and Bo Nix. I didn't know Bo Nix was going to be his quarterback in pros, but I liked how he extended the defense. I think guys that are deep ball guys, I think this is their wave in the NFL right now. I think you have to be able to throw the ball deep to back the safeties up to be able to run your regular offense. And now Troy Franklin is actually looking like he can get more than just 4 targets a game. He's had 8 targets and 9 targets the last 2 weeks. I'm going to go ahead and trust it with Bo Nix. And I would actually tell you to trade away Cortland Sutton. And Troy Franklin, to me, was going to be the guy that you want in the 3rd and 4th quadrant of this season.
That's what Alex says the same thing about him, because he was his number 1 guy too.
Oh, wow. Was this before or after the draft too? Y'all kept that
before and after.
Yep.
Oh, that's too ballsy for me. You know me, I'll get off you if you don't get the draft capital. I won't.
Terrence like, I'm off this sinking ship.
Definitely, I don't play no games, because if I don't draft, if I know I'm not gonna draft him on my fantasy league, I ain't gonna keep him as my number 1, because I know I can't do it.
You know what I'm gonna do?
I did like Troy Franklin. I don't know where I have him ranked. He might have been like
a 40 time,
like 4th or something. I didn't care about that. That's other people care about. He would have to run a 4.7 for me to get off of him.
Right.
So you telling me he ran a 4.5?
No, but he's under 440.
You don't like him. You don't like him because he's skinny.
Yeah, he's in a 4.3. That's what he's saying. He was fast.
Yeah.
Troy Franklin was fast.
He was fast. His athletic, he had a good athletic score.
What year he came out? Because I think he ran a slow 4.
With Malik Neighbors. He came out with Malik Neighbors and Brian Thomas Jr. and Marvin Harrison Jr. I had Marvin Harrison Jr. number 5 on my list.
He ran a 4.41. So I think people must have thought he was going to run faster or whatever. But they was mad that he was skinny or whatever.
He was smaller guy.
Yeah, and I was like, man, I don't care about none of that. As long as you don't run a 4.7, as long as you're not Restrepo. As soon as I saw that time, ain't no way you make it in the NFL.
What Jerry run? What did Jerry run, Terrence?
I don't. That's reported times. They back in those days wasn't leisure time, so I keep hearing all kind of different stories.
4.66. Was that what it was, Maximus?
Who?
I don't even go.
Jerry Rice.
Oh,
what was his 40 time? Wasn't it like 4.66?
4.56. It's 5.6.
See, I keep hearing different stuff, so I don't even go by the old times.
But Jerry doesn't have track speed. Jerry has football speed.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You put pads on Jerry Rice, he gets faster.
Yep.
Guess what?
All right, well,
if you run in a 4.7, you ain't getting faster. You better be a real crafty guy to win and run in a 4.7.
Cooper Kupp ran like a 4.6, didn't he?
You still talking about 4.6? I'm okay with a 4.6. I say 4.7.
Okay.
Des Bryant was almost a 4.7.
Almost, right?
Yeah, 4.67.
Oh, I wouldn't have if I was on if Des Bryant came out now, that would be a guy I missed on. I can't remember where he was drafted, but those contested catching guys, I kind of be real worried over them because I love their film, but a lot of time they take a while to get a custom get with the league. Like I'm
Right.
surprised even with what Tech doing. You know, Tech doing a little something, but he's like the only person there right now because Leggett is trash. Y'all finding that out. Y'all learning, huh? I told y'all that ain't the guy unless they put him on the slot. But you know, and so he's the only one there to throw to. They got a dude I never heard of that Bryce whatever guy. I never heard of him in my life.
No, neither have I. There's not many guys I haven't heard of. All right, so our first comments from Christopher Sorrenti says, "Yo, what's up?" Then we got Keelix22. Yo, what's up, good bros? Jalen Warren, Cortland Sutton, Josh Downs, Trayvon Henderson, Josh Palmer, and then pick one for the flex.
I would go with Jalen Warren. He's getting a 80% snap percentage. So I'm gonna go with Jalen Warren over Cortland Sutton.
Yeah, friggin' who the Patriots got? The Steelers? They're playing each other, eh? Yeah, I'd probably go Jalen Warren as well. Trayvon Henderson would be my next sort of lean, but yeah, he's having a hard time picking up the speed right now, so I'd like to wait and see that. And because Warren's getting so much of the snap percentage, I'd like him. And just as Terry just said before we got to these, like it looks like what's his name there again? Franklin. Troy Franklin's becoming the guy in Denver, so you might not want to go with Cortland Sutton. And Josh Downs isn't what people thought he was going to be before the season.
No.
What do you think, Terrence?
I think the safe pick is Jalen Warren, and then I'll probably go Cortland Sutton. I would never go Palmer. I'm not a Palmer guy whatsoever. Henderson, if I got a better option, I'll bench him. I benched on Hampton this week. He lost snaps. You barely giving me points, and you losing snaps. Oh no, I can't trust you until you show me now. Now you got to show me something. You know, so.
Yep. All right, next one. Who should I start, Waddle or Quayshawn Judkins? Or Johnson?
Yeah. I'm going with Quentin Johnson.
Damn.
Yeah, I am too, unfortunately. I trash this guy all the time in fantasy, but he keeps doing stuff. So as long as he keeps doing this, you got to start him.
Compartmentalization. That's all you have to do with some players. Let them do one job and let them do it well.
Yep. Who you got, Terrence?
I'm not sure. I wanted to see how did he score.
Waddle's
He got a good game last game, and I think Johnston didn't have a good game this last
Johnson had two. Johnson is the top 14 wide receiver.
Yeah. He's had two big games.
If he had two good games, then you have no choice but to go with him. Yeah,
there you go.
You have no choice. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I feel too.
Yeah, I think Waddle's going to have a nice game today, but I can't get cute and bench Johnson just to try to get a Waddle boom game. I do think Waddle will get some targets this tonight because they're going to funnel the defense towards A-Chain and Tyreek Hill. And Waddle always, to me, I like those number two guys who get the weak corner, and he's getting single coverage the whole time. But I haven't seen Waddle do it in a long, long time. So I'm going to go with Quentin Johnson. Why get off that wave? Why get off of it?
And like from what I've seen about from Jim Harbaugh so far, they are not doing run first like everybody else is trying to establish to run. They are going pass heavy, and they're not even thinking about the run right now. So if they're going to do that all off season to throw everybody off, they might be like the greatest show on the turf. They might take that over because they're on the new turf. We got a paid subscriber here. Alicia Orso says, touchdown, half PPR, Sutton or Bob, or was it Bill? Bill for my flex. Thank you.
That's tough. With no Jaden Daniels, I don't like Ja'Cory Cross-Merritt with no Jaden Daniels. They also playing against the Las Vegas Raiders, who doesn't have a great run D, but I just don't feel great with Mariota. I'm gonna go with Sutton in full PPR. Well, it's half PPR. Matter of fact, I'm gonna change that. I'm going with Bill Nye, the science guy, in half point PPR.
Yeah, you got to go with Bill, I think. Like, all the injuries, Eckler's gone. Like, he should be fed. So hopefully he gets fed early and he's establishing himself to be able to do something. Otherwise, you could get yanked. I don't know who they'd put in next because even Nichols is banged up right now. They've been like healthy scratching Rodriguez, so I guess he would be up. And then who knows if they take Edwards off the practice squad and move him up because it seems like a good time to do that. And who'd they just sign to? Chase Edmonds.
Yeah, Jag.
So he's got to do something early, I think.
Who you going with, Terrence?
Yeah, why not? I'll go with Bill. Why not?
In full PPR, I would go with Sutton, but I just can't. I feel better about Sutton, but not in half point PPR. I got to go with the running back in half point PPR.
Yeah, then we got Alicia Oros. Hey guys, should I drop Njoku for likely? I have Fannin already. Standard league. I don't know. That's a tough call.
I can't do that. I can't do it.
I think you can come back to the likely train. You might have to spend a waiver priority on them instead of stashing them, but I'd rather do that than to drop Njoku. Njoku got more touchdown upside than Fannin and likely. Njoku is a goal line, green zone type of guy. In standard league, now if he was in PPR, we would tell you, oh yeah, you can drop Njoku because Fannin is getting the same amount of targets. But this is standard, so targets don't matter. It's touchdown upside in yards. So I would go with Njoku, who we know is going to at least have 4 to 5 touchdowns this year. So I would stay with Njoku, and just be paying attention to likely.
We got Conscious Machine 413 says, hit that like button, folks. And then comes up with Tua's going to shock the NFL tonight. Get ready, Buffalo.
Won't be surprised.
Tom Brady is 7-0 on Thursday night game, or not Tom Brady. Josh Allen 7-0 on Monday night or Thursday night games.
I'm sorry. Shocking. You would need Josh Allen to get hurt for him to lose that game. Because I mean, I usually Miami start off hot at the beginning of the season. This haven't been the case, so I don't have faith in Miami. I remember the Miami 2 years ago was putting up like 70 points. What happened to that Miami?
They caught up to it.
But you don't think that there would be a shock if Tua could, even though they lost the game was 33-35. You don't think that would be a shock? That would be good for Miami? I think it would be good for Miami.
What's good about a loss?
Especially with the fans paying for a banner to fire you.
Well, we need to see you do something so we can have something to go off of. If you go out here and throw for 100 yards, everybody's fired. So we don't want to see Tua getting sacked and shaking in the backfield on his head because he got somebody to hit him. But if he's going out there getting the ball out quick and they just lose to a great team like Buffalo, to me, that's promising for Miami outside of fantasy football.
So is that good for the fan base or good for the coach? Or like
both. I think it's good for both.
Because for the fan base taking an L no matter what, if we handed out moral victories, hey, here you go, fan base, take this participation trophy.
When you Miami, you got to do that now. They need something to go off of. They don't have nothing, bro. Like the way Tua looked first week, bro, that was Garbino. They got to at least look like they are progressing. That's all I think. I want to see a close game. I think it's a win for Miami if they can stay in a close game. They still had a shot to go and win some games and maybe become a 7th seed in the playoff. A shot.
Yeah, we got Raquise Brown, paid subscriber. J-Mo or Ja'Cory in flex this week?
I'm going with J-Mo over Jacoby.
I'm having a slow moment. Who the hell is J-Mo?
Jameson Williams.
Oh, look, I was like, I'm
playing the Commanders.
Hey, Jameson Williams, Jacoby.
They play in Baltimore.
Oh yeah. They're supposed to be a high scoring game. So I gotta go with J-Mo. Why not?
Yeah, you're gonna have to try to get deep on that Ravens defense. When Hamilton comes down on that blitz, you got to go high on that opposite side. Who is it? The guy they just picked up at the safety position. They just drafted him. You remember his name?
What guy?
The Ravens' new safety that they just drafted in the first round.
Damn.
Is it Watts?
I thought so, but that's the guy from Atlanta, ain't it?
Yeah. I
Yeah,
can't
I don't
remember
know
his
his
name
name.
right now,
I
but you're
can't
gonna have to
remember his
try to
name,
get
too.
deep on him, I think. All right, we got Conscious Machine Flex, Golden Dobbs, Franklin, or Amore. How do you say that Tennessee guy's name? Alamore?
We're going Franklin, of course. We're going Franklin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going Franklin. I like Golden to evolve, but we haven't saw it yet, so I'm not going to tell you to play that dart throw. But Franklin is the guy who's been getting more targets. But I'm going to tell you who I really, really like. Manor, whatever his name is. This guy probably going to take. Calvin really is done. I'm not saying he's done when he can't play in the NFL, but I'm never picking no Calvin really for no fantasy football. So I think that guy Manor is going to take over. But right now, I would say Franklin.
Yeah, right now I'd go Franklin, but Alamora. I wish Alex was here. You can say it right. I have no clue. Alamora from Tennessee. He's looking good though.
Kenny says Ayo Manor. But I'm not an Ayo Manor guy. I think if O'Boy wouldn't have threw that bad pass, because you're not supposed to throw across yourself, he wouldn't even got that touchdown. It would have been fantasy relevant this past week, but it happened.
Yep. Got to take the good with the bad sometimes. We got Damon Collins says, "Oh, it's YouTube guy." Conscious, I'm up against Josh Allen tonight.
Good luck.
Pray.
Here we go. Pick Troy Franklin or A.O. Manor.
Both. I'm going to tell you to pick up both. That's what I'm going to tell you. But I'm going to say Troy Franklin first, but I think you cannot sleep on A.O. Manor. You have to pick up both.
Yeah. If you listen, Mr. G, you got two guys you can drop?
This must be a 10-man league.
Guys you're doing?
Franklin's still on waiver wire.
Crazy. Got to pick Franklin up for sure. London. We got Frank Wright, London, Pearsall, Coleman, or Harrison Jr. Pick one. I'm going Harrison Jr. They're going against the Niners, and they can't stop the passing game for anything.
Drake London all day. Doesn't matter who they playing. You got to play Drake London. Dance with the girl that you came to the party with.
With friggin' J.C. Horn on him?
I don't sit. That's just the way I do it. I'm not sitting my studs for nobody. Not that tier of stud.
I'm against the Panthers. I'm not sitting nobody against the Panthers. Yeah.
So you're going with London too?
Yeah, I'm going with London.
All right. Conscious Machine 413 says I have Franklin and I drafted out A.O. Manor.
Good job.
Let's see. Frank Wright, Chase Brown, Judkins, Polar, Brees Hall. Pick one.
Chase Brown.
Yeah, I'm going to go. Who the Jets got again? Buccaneers.
The Jets.
And the Browns have who?
The Jets have Tampa Bay.
Yeah, I'd go freaking Chase Brown too. After seeing those matchups. We got B. Silva. Does that mean Pat's owner on Epstein list? I don't know how young the girls were he was going to see at the parlor, but it was a massage parlor, so who knows?
And they all on the Epstein list. They all on there, bro. Once upon a time.
I think you get up to that top 1%, like a 90% of them are probably on the list. Frank Wright says Waddle, Booty, or Doug Brown? No, Donald Brown.
Is that Diami Brown? Is that Diami?
Yeah, I think that's Diami. That's Diami. I'm going with Booty.
Yeah,
I'm
me
going
too.
with Booty over Wande. Even though he got only one target, I think that the role that he has is a really great role for the New England Patriots. So I'm gonna keep playing Booty over Waddle until I see Waddle be a little bit more consistent and more healthy.
Yeah, I think the coach when he signed Brown didn't realize what he had in Parker Washington, because I really like Parker Washington as a slot wide receiver. He's bigger, stronger, and faster than Brown. So I'm going Booty in this situation as well. Terrence?
I guess I might as well go Booty too because I need to see more. I think Diami Brown did have a good game this past game, but I need them to see more consistent. And they're trying their best to try to get the ball to BJT, but it ain't working. What BTJ, but it ain't working. You know, I've been hearing all kind of things with him.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, Terrence. I didn't realize it. Okay, we got Rakis Barron, paid subscriber. Start Devontae Jamar or Devontae Jacoby. You got to start Jamar Chase if that's who that is.
Start Javonte. This is to start Devontae, Jamar, or Devontae and Jacoby. I would start Devontae and Jamar.
What's Jamar that we got a question?
I don't know, but I'm gonna go with Devontae and Jamar Chase. I'm assuming it's Jamar Chase.
Yeah, that's what I'm assuming. You got to
Like,
go
how
Chase.
is this even a question? We sitting Jacoby. Like, we are sitting Jacoby. The question should have been start Devontae or Jacoby, and then we would switch on to Devontae.
Yeah, you always
Be
start
nice.
Devontae.
Be nice. Be nice. He's super chatting. Be nice.
Hold on,
Be
no,
nice.
no. Maybe that's Devontae Smith. Maybe because that would make more sense.
It didn't smell. It smelled like Devontae Adams.
Well,
Either
if it's
way,
Devontae Adams, it's
Chase.
definitely not a question. We going on Devontae and Jamar, but you know, if it was what about if it was Devontae Smith or Jacoby? Who y'all started?
Devontae Smith.
It's been pretty rough with the Eagles.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I'm probably going Jacoby Myers because of that. Because that's what I expect from the Eagles. Is not much passing on the outside again.
That's what Kansas City thought too in the Super Bowl.
And yeah, you pull them out when you need them, and they're not expecting it, right?
There you go. Doing. That's what they doing. That's what they doing.
All right, we got Frank Wright, Jordan Mason, or Quinshon Judkins.
That's your guys, Sean.
Yeah, we got the Browns are playing the Packers, and then who the Vikings got?
I'm going with Judkins on this one, man. The Vikings have Cincinnati. They have Cincinnati.
I'm going Jordan Mason.
I don't think you're wrong for going there, but I'm gonna go with Judkins, man. Just because I'm gonna stick with it. I like Judkins. I want to get him into my lineup. Sometimes guys outplay the matchup. It is a very tough matchup, but I'm putting Judkins in my lineup regardless.
Man, if you have
that's a tough one.
Just those
it's
two,
a tough
I'm
one.
going. This is the week where it's easily Jordan Mason for me because the guys they brought in is Cam Akers. He's still got to get into football shape. Who knows how many times he's going to touch the ball. And the other guy is a guy they brought up from the practice squad. So
facts.
It's going to be a lot of touches for Jordan Mason. And like, look what he did in San Fran last year when he was the guy and got all those touches. He gets warm after 20. So I expect a big game for him, and I'm not having him on my bench at all. You got a guy, Terrence, you like there?
Yeah. I'm going with Mason, I said. Yeah.
All right. Kenny 49ers, let's just hope the defense doesn't start anticipating in JSN sports spots.
Right.
It's not hard for a good DC. Nope. Darnold's easy to pressure too, so you're getting his head easy. We got M8 1608. Not sure what to do with this situation. I have Chris Godwin in my injured reserve with the Ibuka in my lineup. Having both of these guys healthy is most likely not ideal. What should I do? Sell? I don't think you can sell Godwin, and there's no way I'm getting rid of Ibuka off my team.
I would get rid of Ibuka. It depends on what I can level up to. If I can level up with two wide receivers that's like that's better than Ibuka, or one wide receiver that's better than Ibuka, or I could get a 2-for-1 like a J-Mo, and I'm trying to think of another wide receiver in that era. I don't know, but like a J-Mo type tier level. Yeah, I'm willing to do that. I think Ibuka is a great sell high. I don't want Ibuka when he is splitting catches with Mike Evans, Godwin, Cade Otton. I think it makes him kind of volatile. Right now, there's no Godwin, so he's getting targets. I didn't like what I saw in the second half, but it could have been because of the injury. So I would sell high on Ibuka and try to level up with a better player.
Anything, Terrence?
I mean, I like Mbuka, but if you're able to, if you're able to trade someone on your bench with Mbuka and get a better player, go for it. So.
All right. We got Kenny 49er says Combine is underwear Olympics. And we got DeAndre Swift Season says, I'm starting Malik Washington over Shakir in one of my leagues. Tua loves the slot YR when he gets pressured. Could see more targets with many routes he runs.
Yeah, that's a dart throw that you're doing, bro. But if you know what you're doing, I'm not gonna say nothing to you. I'm not gonna tell you not to do it.
Is somebody out? One of the wide receivers out?
It's a dart throw. He just going with a dart throw. So if he wants to do that, I get it. You don't want to tell this guy no, and then Malik Washington has a 70-yard touchdown. So if you feel good about that, that's fine. But if you get 0, as long as you're willing to go down with the ship, that's okay.
Yeah, the safe play would be Shakur.
Yes, but he ain't playing safe.
All right, we got paid subscriber Patrice Barron, 0-2. Lost close
super
games.
Chat. It's just a super chat. It's just a super chat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lost close games. Got a win. Was really confused at fix between JMO and Myers, but just wanted confirmation on Adams and Jamar.
Okay. He said 0-2, lost close games, got a win, was really confused at flex between JMO and Myers. Okay, so he was just confused about flex about JMO and Myers, but he just wanted the confirmation. A lot of times guys just want the confirmation, even if it's a stud. But yeah, bro, we just kind of surprised about Jamar. We just like, okay, we thought you would have him in your lineup automatically, but we get it. Yeah. Go ahead and play Adams and Jamar.
I don't care if he playing Denver and boy, his lineup get him. You just
Dion and Darrell Reeves. We don't care.
If you pick somebody in the first round, you better be playing them.
You better. Second round too.
DeAndre Season says Bills pressure most in the NFL.
Yes.
Kenny 49er says Restrepo LOL. And then 4.71.
Woo.
We got Sports Dog 1000 says TD 100. 18 PPR, super flex, my starts, Lamar Jackson, Drake London, Pickens, Christian McCaffrey, Kamara, tight end Johnson from the Saints, flex Jalen Warren, Stevenson, and on his bench he's got Booty, Allen, Shaheed, and Scary Terry.
No, I'm trying to look at Pickens and see if you can swap anybody out with Pickens. No, I wouldn't do it. I think, bro, you got it. That's it. I'm not swapping out no Warren for no Booty or Keenan Allen or even McCoy. If Jaden Daniels was playing, I might tell you to put Terry McCoy in for Jalen Warren. But other than that, man, I think you already got it. You killing it, Sports Dog. What do y'all think?
Yeah, it'd be hard to get any of those guys on the bench in the lineup.
It'd be hard.
Yeah, yep. You'd be making an excuse up.
Yep.
This guy says, Boofy says, do you like the Bills D tonight? I do. Tua's going to throw a lot of picks with this pressure.
Yeah.
If I got the Bills D, I'm going to play them. But if I can pick any D, I wouldn't pick them against this divisional opponent. If I could pick any D, like if you was telling me, hey, TD, pick any D that you like this week, I wouldn't pick the Bills.
No, I hate
but I like them if I got them.
Thursday night matchups are weird. 49 Kenny 49er says T-Mac. He hates Tet. All right, we got.
I felt J-Mo was safe with targets at flex, but I know Monday Night Football is fire. So J-Mo at flex for boom. Thanks, game.
Yes. I'm playing J-Mo. You got to put J-Mo in and just let him go. This, I don't know about y'all. Y'all tell me how y'all do this, but a lot of boom bust guys, I put them in the flex and I don't give a damn what their output is. I'm not gonna get upset, but I know what they are. So J-Mo can give you 3 points or he can give you 33. So if you play J-Mo, you got to be ready for that points differential. I'm okay with playing J-Mo. You got to get that boom against the Baltimore Ravens, who's putting up 30 points a game. I'm putting J-Mo in there.
Yep. We got about 10 minutes left, so let's do some rapid fire stuff here.
Yeah, get to the super chats first. Make sure you get to the super chat if anybody super chat, and then we'll work our way after to the 10 minutes after that.
Yeah, I think Terrence has been doing that already, hasn't he?
Okay.
Did you get them all, Terrence?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm doing normal chats, and then Terrence pops in when a super chat comes.
Okay.
So we're comboing this. So we got Jay Moore. He's back. Likely was limited in practice today. He's no longer on waivers in my league. So
we knew that was going to happen.
Sports Dog 1000 TD. I forgot to mention Shakir is also on my bench.
You good, bro? You got the right lineup in there.
I agree. Christopher, Keon or Ridley?
Y'all go ahead. I ain't got to say who that is. Y'all go ahead.
I'm going Keon just because I think you have a better chance of getting a touchdown at least in yards because that Tennessee offense is struggling with Ward.
Who Tennessee
Big facts.
playing? They're playing the
Tennessee.
Colts. Forget it. I'm gonna go Ridley. Why not?
Oh my goodness! You should have went with Ridley with your start of the week. Come on now.
Negative.
Don't tell nobody else to play him, and you won't play him.
Sam 21. Do I start Herbert or Baker? I'm going Herbert, man. That team
Herbert
looks
all
like
day.
Fire. If they come out firing again, that's what Jim's doing all season, and Herbert's going to be QB1. Like, it won't even be close.
Right.
We got Kenny 49ers. It's the first 2 weeks, though. These guys don't last. Get what he was talking about. After 3 weeks, the game changes. That's what I say, too.
After 4 weeks, I would say. That's why I say quadrant. But if you want to go with 3 weeks, I'm not going to sit there and say that's wrong. I think you have to give every player about 3 to 4 weeks before you make a decision on them if you drafted them early.
Yep. I agree. We got Jay Moore. Would you all play likely first game back?
If I was streaming tight ends, I would. I wouldn't go stream Jake Tongues. Jake Tongues over Isaiah Likely. I would just go ahead and play Likely.
I'm doing Tongues.
Okay.
I got the decision in Triple FL League. I got the decision to make.
And stay on that. I don't want you to start playing. Don't start playing Likely. Start playing.
I'm just saying they're playing against Arizona defense. That's why. And they're pretty. They let tight ends kind of do what they want to do. So that's the only reason I'm making this play.
Right.
Yeah, that's why I'm starting Tongues too in a couple of leagues.
I seen you get him in a waiver pickup, Maximus. I saw that.
Kenny 49ers, Denver's cornerbacks will clean it up. Yeah, because that was strange, them giving up that much. And he says Mariota has been very good backing up Daniels when he's been given his chances. Yep. Then he says drop Njoku. Hell no. I do love Fannin and Judkins in the backfield at the same time, though. Then he says nasty. And everyone has figured out Mike McDaniels. Like I've been saying all off season. He's been my first coach to be fired. Do I start Herbert or Baker? I think we just did that one. 49ers. Kenny 49ers says McDaniels will be first coach fired. Starks. That's what the guy's name
is.
Malachi.
Starks. There you go, Kenny. Appreciate that.
Yo Manor.
Manor.
Io Manor.
Yeah, that sounds more like it.
Io Manor? All right.
I've heard that before.
Now I got to try to remember this. Then we got B. Silva. Hey, TD, the Bears allow the most slot points, but I'm confused. Would you play the slot role in Dallas?
So that's a sneaky. I don't want to say too much. I'm in league with these guys. I'm in leagues with these guys, so I don't like to say too much. But my content comes first. I love Kevontae Turpin. I like him. I'm buying low on him right now. So yes, I would play Cavante Turpin in like a 14-16 league. If you in a 12-team league, you be careful. Don't set a star to play Turpin. But if it makes sense, if you don't have anybody at that flex, yes, you can do it. Like if you got Ayo Manor, I might play Kavan Turpin over Ayo Manor.
All right. And then we got an IO Manor there too. Correct, DeAndre. Charlene Rig, hope said that close to likely right. Stash and Matthew Golden. Your thoughts, guys? He has good separation, and he's a Texas Longhorn. Yeah, you got to stash him at this point.
Yeah, TD, tell me what you're doing in our 16-man league with Golden, because I've been trying to get him out of you since he only giving you 4 points in the last 2 weeks. What you doing?
So let me tell y'all what Terrence is real quick before we get out of here. If you tell Terrence you like cheesecake, he will go to the grocery store and get a cheesecake and try to sell it to you for double the price.
Nah, I ain't gonna do that.
That's what he's doing with Lightly. Every time, guys, he
He's
sees
a
a player on my
snake
team that he wants. Would you say, Maximus?
He's a snake salesman.
Yes, he is. Snake oil salesman.
Yeah.
Every time he sees a player on my team that he like, and they not like a top tier guy, but they are okay guy, he'll flash Likely in front of my face. He's so bad at it, he would draft Likely out of his ADP just to try to trade me after the draft. Am I lying, Maximus? Am I lying?
I don't know about the drafting, but he is a snake oil salesman.
He drafted him in 2 drafts.
I tried to get like I got Likely. I know he Likely. He about to come back. First offer, I offered him Dante Thornton. The man never responded. When I got, never responded to the thing. I thought that would have been an easy slam dunk. And now I offered him Likely for Golden, who hasn't done anything yet. I mean, I know it just hurt you last week. You took an L. The man, you put him out there in the starting line, the man give you 2 points. I know you get tired of him.
But my team is 1-1. I got just as good a chance as anybody. I'm not gonna give up the integrity of my team to get a player that I like.
Man,
I need Golden. This is a 16-team league, right?
Oh, you gonna start Golden again is the question. You starting him again?
You got
no, you got to. No. I'm not answering that question. You gonna have to look Sunday before 1 o'clock.
We got Frank Wright just dropped Evan Ingram and picked up Kraft. Any news on his knee? Nothing yet. But I think that's a better pickup to have this season because Kraft's going to be the only solid guy in the receiving game.
Yeah, don't even look back.
Hey, and I want real quick. Charlene, we didn't tell her. Yes, girl. Keep Matthew Golden on your team. Stash him. He's going to break out eventually. It's going to be a lot of mouths to feed, so he's not going to never be consistent, but he will be solid depending on your league format.
We got CK. Is AJ Brown for Trayvon Henderson a fair trade? I'd say so. Depends what your team's at and what you want.
It's for Dynasty and Dynasty. I'm jumping all over this trade and redraft. I mean, you will have to be patient.
Right. Facts.
Yeah, like I don't think AJ Brown, like we know him, is going to be around like anymore. He's going to come out in certain games when they need him. CK says I'm new to fantasy, and 4 want to lowball. So he's got 4 people trying to buy AJ Brown, I assume.
Mm.
Oh yeah, they just go do that. It don't matter if you knew or not. Just know that they go lowball. They're going to send some disrespectful offers.
We got Kenny 49ers. Jake Brannon has been a Bengal for 5 years. Jamar Chase should be fine. Yep.
Yes,
I agree.
he might be. Listen, he might have a better season with Browning than he would with Joe Burrow.
Now,
I think he will. Burrow would spread the ball around more.
Come on, Maximus, tell him he gonna force feed Jamar, and Jamar going. And when after this, Joe Burrow, when you come back, you're gonna have a habits to break because he gonna be like, bro, you got to give me 10, 12 targets every single game. If you don't give me that, something's going on because Browning did it.
Well, we got a super chat. Do players receiving yards on Sportsbook collaborate with fantasy? Well, I'll tell you this. I got a buddy. His name's Chris. And this is how he sets his fantasy lineups. He puts a spreadsheet together to what Vegas says they're going to get, and that's based on his team, and he sets his lineups that way, and he does all right. So there's got to be something to it.
Yeah, you'll be all right if you do that.
And then Kenny 49er said, Kansas City is bad when the line isn't great. And then he says, but Mason had Kyle Shanahan. I think, what's his name there? O'Connell's just as good. I think he might even be a better play caller than Kyle Shanahan.
Woo!
Oh, yeah. I do.
I'm not. Everybody know I'm not a Mason fan. I am not. I'm only picking Mason because Aaron Jones is out the way. They don't got their quarterback. They should be running the ball all over this next team. Who they playing? Is this Cleveland? They should be running the ball.
No, Minnesota's playing Cincinnati.
Cincinnati. Oh, they should run the ball all over Cincinnati. They're like they should do whatever
Cincinnati
they want.
defense been okay.
They got a bunch of their D lines going to be out this game too, and their middle linebacker and Logan Wilson might not play.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going Mason all day. We'll do a few more here. Father of three, Kraft is injured. Drop Addison or Matthew Golden to pick up David Njoku.
I would drop Golden. If you need a tight end that bad, I'm not dropping Addison because that's going when he comes back, he's going to take your team to another level.
Yeah, and we got Charlene says I dropped the Cards defense with 3 defensive players injured. I picked up the Texans defense instead. I love the Texans defense. Just that offensive line is hurting them. The offensive line is hurting them bad. We got Trome Force with Jaden Daniels questionable. I picked up Mac Jones, but thinking of dropping for Aaron Rodgers to stack with DK. Any of these waiver wire QB options better? Russ, Darnold, or Penix? Ooh, I'm going Penix.
I would stay with Rodgers against the New England Patriots for this week, just for this week.
Who is Russ playing? Who the Giants playing?
Kansas City.
We got.
Hold on, you skip my guy, man. You skip my guy.
Go. Oh,
Ice Cold OG Jones. Do I start the Bills defense, Ravens defense, or Broncos defense? Also, should I drop Jaden Reed indefinitely, or is he worth being in my IR spot? 2 questions, fellas. What you got for number 1?
Drop Jaden Reed. But far as the DST, man, I guess you got to play the Bills because I'm looking at the Broncos. And who's the Broncos playing? I can't see. It's got a little dark out here. Oh, they playing San Diego? No, I don't want no part of that. I would play the Bills defense. You got no other choice.
Yeah, all right, we'll get the 2 more here. We got MH1608, trade Ibuka for Brian Thomas Jr. I'm doing that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what I was talking about. That's it right there. That's it.
Especially if that's a seasonal.
Yes.
That's an easy one. See, any you like to see there, Terrence?
Oh no, I just wanted to make sure you get that guy from my channel, but no, anyone.
We got sport. Okay, this will be the last one then. Sports Dog 1000, TD 100, 18 PPR Superflex. I'm using Tyler Loop as my kicker and Green Bay defense. Opinion on Green Bay defense? Yeah, I like it.
Best defense in the league. That doesn't mean that you can't start any fantasy players against them, but they are the best defense in the league. That pressure is crazy. To me, the way you beat Green Bay, you're going to have to run at them. Cleveland had good offensive linemen who's going to run directly up the middle where Kenny Clark used to be. But if you run sideline to sideline, these guys are going to chase you down. So they're the best defense in the league, but they still start your fantasy guys on them. Certain guys.
Right. When you guys want to take us out?
I'll let you take us out, Terrence.
All right. As usual, make sure y'all follow Sean, the Fantasy Blind Spot on Spotify. Make sure you follow me, That Fantasy Network on YouTube. And everybody here better already be subscribed to this channel. But until next time, peace.